To introduce our award winner in the nonprofit category, I welcome back U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal.
Thanks, Don. I now have the honor of presenting the nonprofit category Aquarion Environmental Champion Award to the Pomperaug Watershed Coalition. For 20 years, this wonderful organization has worked tirelessly to preserve the quality and enhance it for the Pomperaug River, but also for the aquifers, for the streams that flow into it, because we know that water quality connects so many different values environmentally. It's essential for wildlife, for recreation and enjoyment, and of course for water quality. And the Pomperaug River Coalition has been at the forefront of the fight to maintain and enhance the quality of this great river resource. I know personally some of the scientific studies that it has done, the education events that it has organized, and of course, its role model for other groups as a champion and a steward of the environment. The Pomperaug Watershed Coalition is truly deserving of this wonderful award from Aquarion, itself a great advocate of water quality. And I'm going to now yield to Carol Haskins to tell you in greater detail what this wonderful organization does. But I'm honored, truly excited and honored to be part of this award ceremony. Thank you.
My name is Carol Haskins, and I am the Executive Director of the Pomperaug River Watershed Coalition. I'm coming to you from right on the banks of the Pomperaug River here in Woodbury, Connecticut, where our organization is based. About 20 years ago, PWRC was founded by a group of local residents. They got together in response to threats that they were seeing with increasing population growth and changes in the land use, and we're really concerned about the beauty of this river, making sure there's enough water available for fish and for the people. That was about 20 years ago. Today, our staff and volunteers continue in that tradition, and we work tirelessly to ensure the health of the Pomperaug River, the tributaries that flow into it, as well as the aquifer that sustains the flow, as well as the public drinking water supplies here in our community. At the core of what Mark and Larry and Dick were trying to do in how to protect the water resources here is to really listen to what the needs and concerns are of the residents, of the stakeholders, of the business community, of the farming community, of the fish community. Not that they talk, but they have needs, and to try and understand those needs from a scientific perspective. What are the attributes of the watershed, and then sharing those attributes, sharing that sound evidence-based science in a nonpartisan sort of way to really strive for preserving the quality and quantity of water in our community for generations to come. Just in the past few years, our conservation projects have had the following impact. We have helped divert and capture almost 500,000 gallons of stormwater runoff, which continues to happen on an annual basis through the use of rain gardens and rain barrels. We've removed 15 tons of invasive plants from 20 different project sites throughout the watershed to make room for native species to support wildlife. We've removed 2.5 tons of trash and debris from our rivers and riverside trails. We've created a watershed-based plan that we are actively implementing, which is focused on pollution reduction as well as adaptation and resiliency. One of our biggest achievements in recent years has been the adoption of a low-flow operations plan using water from the watershed. And with that, we are looking at making sure there's enough water for the fish community and making sure that they can thrive. So when the river hits a certain flow threshold, we coordinate our communications with the town of Southbury and those other stakeholders to ask residents to conserve water and businesses as well. And in addition to all that, we've also provided hundreds of education programs that have reached thousands of adults and children within our community. We are truly grateful for everyone that has been involved in the stewardship of our water resources, both the river and the aquifer, as they support life-sustaining water here in our communities. We want to thank every volunteer, donor, sponsor, staff member who's been involved along the way, and really none of what we do as a coalition would be possible without every single person involved. I also want to thank Aquarion Water Company for this award and for continuing to be an outstanding partner in the protection of our water resources, and thank them for recognizing environmental advocates throughout Connecticut.